Hey there, Steve Kripke here, and today we're going to talk about the sternocleidomastoid and the levator scapulae. I'm just kidding, man. Those are just neck muscles. Sternocleidomastoid is here, and the levator scapula is in the back. And actually, I'm bringing up a point here. You know, when I was a rehab therapist, those were terms that we use all the time, especially when it came to neck injuries. And we were speaking with patients. A lot of times, they had no idea what we were talking about, and they'd let the conversation go and go and go. And sometimes, a small percentage would ask what we were talking about. But a lot of times, they just let the conversation go and just assume that we were talking about the neck somewhere. And it's the same thing with our industry. You know, we have a lot of network marketing jargon that we use on a daily basis, especially when we're speaking to our fellow associates. And it's something we have to be very cognizant about, especially when we're talking to new people. Okay, a lot of times we assume that they know, and we can actually lose them in the very beginning of the conversation, and they could miss a very important point. So we have to pay attention to how we're speaking with the people that we're speaking to, especially if they are new or even kind of new. So let's talk about a couple of terms here. I spoke to some of my fellow marketers, and these are the terms that came up that were either can come off as the person feeling that we're being rude, or maybe they just don't know what we're saying. So the first two words are lead and prospect. Now, if we are at meetings, okay, especially a home meeting or some kind of a business meeting we're holding, and we're talking about our guests as prospects or leads, that can make them feel less important, like a piece of meat or an object or a dollar sign. And that is the last thing that we're thinking about. However, it is perception. Remember, they're on the outside looking in. So we have to be very, very cautious and cognizant of how we're speaking about the people that are there. So if we're calling somebody a prospect or a lead, that can make them feel kind of cruddy and put up resistance before the meeting even starts. So lead and prospect, I'm thinking that we start using the word guests, okay? Because we know what we're saying. However, on the outside looking in, it can definitely be misconstrued as something negative. The word upline, okay, real simple. Upline is just somebody that's above you, okay? The person that enrolled you or sponsored you, that is your upline, and that can go all the way to the very top of the chain or very top of the organization, okay? Upline is just somebody that is in the line above you. So I know a lot of you right now, you're like, okay, what does this mean? I already know what an upline is. Remember, not everybody does, okay? So app time, love this. When you get an application that's filled out, you send a message to all your people. App time means, hey, I have somebody that I have a filled out application. I'm going to be putting it in within the hour. It's a good idea if you have anybody on the fence to call them right now and say, hey, we're getting ready to feed the pipeline. You might want to make your decision now. App time, super important. It can really cause major momentum in your business. A CTA, or a call to action, okay? At the end of this video, I'm going to give you a call to action. Basically, I'm saying, if you want more of this, then do this, okay? I'm calling you, if you want this, to take some action, then do this, okay? Super easy. CTA, for a little while, I didn't know what that meant. Lead pages, capture pages, option pages. Basically, what you're doing is you put an ad out there, and you go to another page, and it says, hey, are you tired of this? Would you like more of this? Fill in the information here, and I will lead you to that information, okay? You're taking the option to put your information in. That's opt-in, okay? Capture page, you're capturing information. Lead page, you're capturing a lead, and you're leading that person to another page. So lead page, capture page, opt-in page, pretty much all the same. It's basically you open up a link, and there's some cool stuff on there. It tells you if you want something, fill out the information, it'll lead you to another. A funnel page is when you go into that page, you go to another page, it leads you to another page. Basically, what you're doing is you're being funneled down into more specifics, and if you continue going and going and going, most of the time, the offer is going to get better and better and better. So funnel pages, super duper good. And what happens is on the last one, sales page, and I'm making this really, really simple. Sales page is typically at the end of that funnel where you've gotten all this free information, and if you really want a huge course, if you want this massive, massive amount of value, you're going to go to the last page, and that's a sales page. And you've been to these sales pages whether you're in network marketing or not. A sales page is basically, it's going to be a bunch of information of selling you on some massive, massive value that could really affect whatever niche you're in. So it could be you're going through this funnel, fill in the information, you go to the next page, you get like a 5-minute video, and you go, wow, that was really good. And it says, if you want more information, click here. Okay, you go to the next page. Maybe it's a 10 or 15 minutes of value. Okay, and then maybe on the 4th page or a 3rd or 4th page, you're going to get introduced to a course that might be 4 or 6 modules long, and basically it's going to outline everything out, and you're being sold on this massive, massive course. So that's a sales page. So at the end of it, you're going to have an opportunity to buy. That's pretty much it, man. This stuff is really simple once you know it. If you don't know it, it's like, what is a CTA? What are you saying when you say app time? What's a funnel page? I totally get that, man, because in the beginning I was like, what? This is so much to learn. So I hope that made sense. I hope you got value out of it. If you did, like, share, comment. And if there are more terms you'd like to know or learn, comment below. And here, if you want to take your business to the next level, if you want to rocket your business, I have a complete home business handbook. You can pick that up for absolutely free at stevecrypto.com/HBH. Hope you got value. And have an awesome day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.